Got a big old nice sow right here. The wind is super mega blowing today. It's supposed to be like 35. See if we can get her out of here. Y'all probably won't be able to hear me. I'll try to get my microphone hooked up here. I gotta get her out of here though before she tears this trap up. She's mad. She is mad. Now let's get back to the first and get her in there. tree limb to the eye. Oh, she is mad. Big old sows like that, big old pigs, they can move them traps, boy, around. Yeah. All right, we got one there. I think 3 in this other one. Right over there. We'll get set up on them. Try to get my mic hooked up, maybe where, look at this guy climbing up the deal. I don't know, I started to do her last. I don't want her getting out and getting in that junkie trap. But, yeah, she's a big old sow. Nice old sow. Whew. Big old nice sow. Yeah. Alright, baby. Look at this bird up here. Big old buzzard. Beautiful. The way they fly on that wind. The wind is about 35 and he's just hanging there in one spot. Not going forward or back. Look, here comes another one. And another one. 3 of them. Yeah. Cool. Alright, let's get these others loaded. Alright guys, hopefully you can hear me. Got a mic on. We'll see how this works. It is super windy today. See if we can get them in there without her getting out. What do you think, old girl? Stay back, old girl. Stay back. See if I can get this little guy up there. He's meaner than a rattlesnake himself. Get back there, young lady. Now, go to my gate. There she goes. She's back now. Just stay back over there. I can't lift that up till he's ready to go. I sure don't want her in here. She is a mean old heifer. Mean old heifer. Big. They got that big body weight. Boy, they can move these traps around. There you go, buddy. Get up there. Come on, look. He's got cuckleburrs all over his back end. Come on, buddy. Turn around. There you go, buddy. Woo, that works slicker than slick. And she is not happy still. All right, we'll get over here, get these other 2 or 3, if they'll stay in there long enough. They probably stay pretty calm until you get up here, you know. And then, I didn't even put my strap on there. All right, guys, we'll get over here and get these other guys. We got those 2. We got all started. Yeah, she's still not happy, not happy. Big, that's a pretty old sow right there. All right, let's go there and we'll get on those guys. Okay, guys, we're gonna load these 3 here, hopefully without incident. I better tie the strap on here though, just in case Big Mama tries to come out. We don't want her to come out and knocking that trap back like that big boar did that one day. Stay back, Big Mama. Just stay back, Big Mama. We'll get these other guys in here with you. Some of these may be some of hers from, you know, a few months ago or something. You're not much telling. There's so many. There's so many. I say I kind of hate tying this open like that, but sometimes you just got to. Oh, quit screaming! Nobody's even touching you. Come on, come here. Come on. There you go, buddy. He's gonna go, I think. That other one. Come on. Hip, hip. Hip, 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 hip. Yeah, baby. That one's smooth. It almost looks like a professional. Huh? That's almost like a professional. I don't know what a professional looks like, but hey, easy. Let me grab it in my hand. I can't hardly grab it through that 2x4 or whatever that is there. 2x3. I don't remember what it is. Look at her. She's up there biting them, and she's just mean, boy. She is just mean. You mean old thing. You mean old thing. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 5. You know, I understand what everybody talks about. You know, they talk about, you know, hold on, let me get this stuff cut in here. Yeah, I'm a fish stuff in there. I think about trying to fish a little, but there you go. My ugly mug might break the camera. Thinking about trying to fish a little. Man, it's windy. Anyway, we got these 5 in here. Where's she at? There she is. Minnow sucker. But, you know, everybody's like, well, you don't want to use box traps and catch 1 or 2 at a time. But if y'all guys have been watching almost every day now for a week or 2, there's only been a couple mornings that I haven't had anything here. And almost every morning, that trap for sure has had one in it, and that's the junkiest trap I got. That's the one that'll catch them every time. But these others have almost every morning, they've all 3 had pigs in them. So I won't be lying, but I think I'm around 30 out of here. And yes, I understand what they say, you know, about that. Let me get in here out of the wind. You want to try to get a big trap and catch all of them you can in one drop. And I understand, I do. I got other big traps that I use. We run about 20 traps a day. Right now we've got some broke. And my father-in-law, he hadn't been running too many because he's just been having some issues and with his legs and stuff. But he's 87. He just broke in. Oh man, he's lived a hard life. Boy, he hauled little square bells till he was 70 or 75, something like that. I can't remember. We used to haul hay together, and but they used to haul hay way out in the panhandle of Oklahoma. They'd go out there and stay all summer and haul hay. Take like 3 trucks out there and just haul from daylight till dark every day. And an old buddy that helped me haul hay that used to go with him, he said it'd take like a week for your hands to quit bleeding, toughen up. It's just hard work, you know. And back then they didn't get paid nothing, a few cents a bale, you know. Now we was making $1, $1.25, $1.40, depends, you know. Some people are making over $2 to haul. But it's hard work. You know, hot barns, hot summer, it's all hot. It's all hot, itchy, nasty work. And he did that for years and years and years. But anyway, he's one of a kind. He's a good guy. He took me under his wing like like his own son or something. And I love him, and him and his wife have been super good to me. But anyway, just back to the point, you know, yes, I know there are some pigs that get educated and some pigs that won't come back, maybe, perhaps. But you just kind of got to outsmart them. You got to, like I had a pig one time, he would come up, big boar, and he would push my trap sideways and eat all the corn. So I was like, man, what am I going to do? So I just turned it a quarter turn, then put the gate towards the side that he was pushing from. Does that make sense? He was pushing it that way, so I turned the gate that way towards him. And next day I had him. And I've done that several times. If you stake the trap down, like these little traps, you see how they were moving that trap? She was especially. Even those little pigs can move it. A light trap like that, they'll move it and not break it. But if I stake that trap down, they would get the end of it and run and eventually bust the end out of it or the top or something. Does that make sense? Anytime you hold something against the force, you know, it causes, that force has to go somewhere. But if you have it loose, when it hits it, it just absorbs the shock. I guess what I'm trying to say. Anyway, that's my theory on it. And, you know, we catch several thousand a year. It's turned into quite a deal, really. It's hard to believe, you know, catching pigs has turned into what it's turned into for us. And that's, again, thanks to my father-in-law, Joel. They used to hunt with dogs all the time. And when I met him, when I started dating his daughter, well, you know, I started hunting with them, and we used to catch a lot of hogs a night. But now we used to catch about half with dogs and half with traps. But now he's got older, and people don't want dog caught hogs, you know, because a lot of people, they just don't do it right, is what I'm trying to say, and they stress the hog out, and so the hunting ranches don't want them. So trapping them, you got to be careful. Just like that, you could, if it was hot today, which it's getting pretty warm, but if it was hot today, she could stress out and die on me right there in the trap. You gotta kind of be gentle with them, let them calm down a little bit. They're as tough as they are, and they are tough. I mean, tougher than any animal you'll come across. As tough as they are, they're very fragile. And if you get a big hog like that, my buddy, we used to trap on down on the river. We caught a great big boar. We went up to his house, and that dude was hot. It was a hot day, and he was panting, and he said, here, let me put some water on him. It was probably cold well water on top of that, but he run it right over the top of his head, and he just killed him just like that. I guess it put him in shock. I was like, oh man. So what I do, I'll take my bait bucket, my little corn bucket, and I'll throw water in my pickup. I'll stop at a pond or a mud hole or something and pour water in there and let them lay in it. If they can get their belly in it, they'll cool off and relax. And then no matter how mad they are, if you throw that water in there, they'll flop down in it, and because they know they can cool off in that water, and it'll cool them. And let them cool themselves. Don't pour water on top of them. I mean, in certain circumstances you might be able to, but you're risking stressing them and killing them, putting them into shock, I guess, is what it does. And you don't want to do that. I mean, I wouldn't want to do that even if I was trying to kill them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just don't want to torture animals, you know, no more than you have to, the way this works. But and it sounds weird. We're catching them to get them out of the system and control the population, and you know, but still, I respect them. I mean, they're a living creature, and they've made me a lot of money, honestly, and it's been a fun hobby, and turned into a full-time job with my other full-time job and my other full-time job. Anyway, guys, I better get off of here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more traps to check. Now I gotta go look at a yard. A man called me yesterday. He said that they're just tearing his front yard up in front of his house. And to me, that you don't never want them up by your house, because they are dangerous, and they could, if you got one cornered up, hurt you. Anyway, this just the safety aspect of it, I wouldn't want them up around my house, let alone they destroy your yard and you can't mow it, you can't grow green grass. I mean, I don't know what it is, if there's a grub or grub worm or something that gets in there, but they will find it, and once they find it, they'll root it up and eat them, and they'll be gone, and they won't come back maybe for months, maybe a year, whatever. But if they get it, whatever it is gets back in there, they'll be right back. And they root up Bermuda grass patches, hay fields. It's crazy how they find all that stuff, and a lot of it's like roots, like Johnson grass roots, I guess, and stuff like that. They'll find it. Anyway, I'm just rambling on. It's Saturday. Monday is the big eclipse. What's going on with that, guys? I mean, I don't understand what the deal is. It's like it's an emergency, and they want us to have 2 weeks of water and food stored up, and all of our vehicles full of gas. And I just can't believe there's that many people going to crash the system, and I just don't understand it. Pray that's all it is. pray that's all it is. But, and you know how it is. There's so many conspiracy theories and ideas and thoughts, and you don't know what to think. Like I said the other day, just trust in the Lord Jesus Christ, and no matter what happens, we'll be all right, because he's got it under control. It's not surprising him. He knows what's coming, and he's got us under control. You know, I heard a story one time that there was a wildfire, and they found a chicken, and she was laying there, and her wings was out, and they picked that chicken up. She had been burnt in the fire, and they picked her up, and all the baby chicks was underneath her wings, still alive. And you know, that's kind of the way God is with us. He's got us protected if we'll just trust him. We'll just get under his wing of protection. He's got your back. Thank y'all for watching. Maybe we'll have something in the next trap. If so, I'll get on there. But please like, subscribe, or if you don't like, I guess thumbs down, whatever. But appreciate you watching. Appreciate all the awesome comments, the support and encouragement, and you know, everybody sharing where they're from, like different countries and stuff. It's amazing to me how this stuff goes all over the world, and that somebody would even care to even watch it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just awesome how things are. And there are people from like Sweden and forgive me, I can't remember all the places. There are a lot of places all over the United States, of course. California. Anyway, I'll try to go through and maybe make a list of a lot of the places people have mentioned. But it's pretty neat just seeing where people are watching from. Anyway, let me get off here. This is gonna be a long one if I don't quit yakking. Appreciate you guys.